Good evening, folks. Welcome to the American Legion Hall and the Mark Allen Barnett In Your Face Country Soul Show. We're the Tallahassee chapter of the Nashville Songwriters Association International. I'll be telling you a little bit about that closer to the middle of the show, but we're going to get right in this. I hope everybody heard us advertised. We got Mr. Gabby in the house, and we were advertised on 93 FM Country. That's 93.3 on your FM dial. But we're going to jump right in. We're going to play a little while for you. We're all Tallahassee songwriters, and we're going to do a few songs each, maybe pick a little with each other. And I'll introduce these guys as we go along. Over here to my right is Mr. Eddie Randolph from Tallahassee. Eddie's going to kick us off.
Yeah, I drew the short straw on this one, so I guess I'll start it off.
And the short stool.
The name of this tune is one I wrote. It's called Down the Road a Mile or Two. Spending my 8 hours behind these four walls. Somebody else can take these phone calls. 'Cause I've got something that needs tending to. Down the road a mile or two. Stop two big daisies at the roadside. Still amazes me how quickly they died. You said the thought is all that counts to you. Down the road a mile or two. And I start thinking, when my work day's through, I'll be home loving you. Down the road a mile or two. You met me smiling at the front door. No need reminding what that smile's for. 'Cause I was thinking just the same as you. Down the road a mile or two. And I start thinking, when my work day's through, I'll be home loving you. Down the road a mile or two. Take it back. I start thinking, when my work day's through, I'll be home loving you. Down the road a mile or two. I love it 'cause you know just what to say. After I've had a long, hard-headed day, your love keeps me coming home to you. Down the road a mile or two. And I start thinking, when my work day's through, I'll be home loving you. Down the road a mile or two. And I start thinking, when my work day's through, I'll be home loving you. Down the road a mile or two. Down the road a mile or two. Just down the road a mile or two. A mile or two. A mile or two. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Eddie Randolph.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce me, and then for my first number, I'll give instructions to the sound
I'll
person.
make a request to the sound
Yeah,
person.
can you just, on the monitor master up there, those two red knobs, just barely, just bring them down some. They're really loud. Not a whole lot. About down to 9:30 or something like that.
This is Dennis Dunn. He is a great songwriter and sound man on the side.
How many CDs you got for sale?
2.
2 CDs he's got.
Dennis Dunn.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna do besides to do sound for my first song. This is a tune off my most recent record, CD, whatever they call them. This is some of y'all, I guess, know about the Finn Holloway River down near Perry and the problem they had with the river getting stunk up at the diaper factory down there. And Fish and Game started finding these fish in there with extra gills and other parts and missing some parts and whatnot. Now this is a true story, I swear. Some enterprising folks down there in Dixie County and Taylor County decided to do guided trips out there hunting these mutant fish. And this little story about them is called Reba's Bait and Tackle. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got a 3-eyed catfish hanging on the wall, fishing lures, and that ain't all. RC moon pie, beer on ice, a motor roll, and a Cajun spice. Everything to get you hip for the perfect mutant fishing trip. Yeah, come on down to Reba's Bait and Tackle store. They got a toxic river right out her back door. Bottom feeders, man alive, 50 pounds of jump and dive. The mutant fishing's good for sure. Reba's Bait and Tackle store. You get a Geiger counter and an Evan root and a yellow radiation suit, a spinning reel, a worm that glows. Man, you really set to go. A walking bluegill, a one-eyed gar, Reba's Bait and Tackle store. Yeah, come on down to Reba's Bait and Tackle store. They got a toxic river right out her back door. Bottom feeders, man alive, 50 pounds of jump and dive. The mutant fishing's good for sure. Reba's Bait and Tackle store. Oh, Pat. Stocked with gear from Y2K. They got MREs and they got powdered eggs. Yes, ma'am. Wind up shortwave radio. Every kind of ammo, getting ready for the next world war. Reba's Bait and Tackle store. Yeah, come on down to Reba's Bait and Tackle store. They got a toxic river right out her back door. Bottom feeders, man alive, 50 pounds of jump and dive. The mutant fishing's good for sure. Reba's Bait and Tackle store. 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 Yeah.
That's Dennis Dunn. I'd like to introduce the man in the middle, our fearless leader for the evening. He's our new co-coordinator, too, with the NSAI. That's right, not co anymore. He's our newest coordinator here and a great songwriter. That's Paul Harbin. Take it, Paul.
Thank you. Here's one of mine. Dusty window on the second floor, watched you move into the house next door. Catch me when I fall, barely breathing, I dialed your number in a reckless heart found romance that summer. Catch me when I fall. Baby, catch me, caress me, and wrap me in your arms. Feel how much one can touch another heart. There's a chance this romance could be the dance that dances on and on and on. Baby, we could have it all. Catch me when I fall. Can't shake this fever with a full moon burning. Two hearts surrender to a passionate yearning. Catch me when I fall. Never been this close to heaven before. The skies will open if you take one step more. Catch me when I fall. Baby, catch me, caress me, and wrap me in your arms. Feel how much one can touch another heart. There's a chance this romance could be the dance that dances on and on and on. Baby, we could have it all. Catch me when I fall. Now every kiss just feeds the hunger. I'm on the edge, can't hang much longer. Oh, baby, catch me, caress me, and wrap me in your arms. Feel how much one can touch another heart. There's a chance this romance could be the dance that dances on and on and on. Baby, we could have it all. Catch me when I fall. Catch me when I fall.
Thank you. There you go, Paul.
Thank you. Now, from Mr. Tallahassee, Florida, Mr. Pat Jones.
This is a song I co-wrote with an old friend of mine named Andy McCowan. It's called Time to Be in Love. I can't seem to slow down long enough to let you know my love still grows. Show you just how much. Still see you in the morning, and I'm gone before you're up. When evening comes, you're on the run. It seems we can't hook up, and baby, it's time. We made time to be in love. Cast our worries out in the wind. Hold each other like the world's gonna end, and it's time. We make time to be in love. Come here and let me hold you. Take the time to show you it's time that we made time to be in love. Remember when we used to sit, laugh and talk for hours? Then we made love in the candlelight, over and over all through the night. And baby, it's time. We made time to be in love. Cast our words out in the wind and hold each other like the world's gonna end. And in time, we made time to be in love. So come here, let me hold you. And take the time to show you it's time that we made time to be in love. It's time that we made time to be in love.
Yeah, Pat.
Thank you.
Right.
Pat Jones. All right, and down on the end here, contrary to what your ticket says, it's not Dennis. Mr. Dave Williamson.
All right. Thank you, Paul. The title of the song came from a quote I heard attributed to Babe Ruth, great baseball player. He reportedly said, "I'd rather be lucky than good." So you might say I co-wrote a song with Babe Ruth, but then you might not. Guitar sound? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I'd rather be lucky than good. I'd rather get away with getting all I could. The better man never gets all he should. I'd rather be lucky than good. I'd rather just do what I choose. I'd rather wear loafers than my working shoes. I'd rather be happy than to have the blues. I'd rather be lucky than lose. I'd rather be richer than poor. I never understood about less is more. I'd rather not wait for what I'm waiting for. I'd rather be lucky than good. They say the good guys never win. And honey, it might be true. But I'm no good, but knock on wood, I sure got lucky with you. They say the good guys never win. And honey, it might be true. 'Cause I'm no good, but knock on wood, I sure got lucky with you. And I'd rather be lucky than good. I'd rather get away with getting all I could. The better man never gets all he should. I'd rather be lucky than good. I'd rather be lucky than good. I'd rather be lucky than good. Thank you.
There we go.
Good thing.
He almost got you, didn't he, Pat? Yeah. All right, we're going to go around here again and back to Mr. Eddie Randolph.
That sure came back around quick. I'm gonna do
We wanted to hear you, Eddie.
yeah, a little. There you go. A little ballad. It's called "Leave Well Enough Alone."
Down behind the dresser today, I found a letter. It must have fallen through the space around the time that I first met her. I brushed away the years gone by, and on the back I found the kiss that once sealed the envelope with the lips that I had missed. But something told me to look inside. Something told me not, 'cause some things were better left unopened. Some things were best forgot. As for me, I think I'll leave well enough alone. Through the years the glue had resealed as if it were never open, and I'm sure inside it'll reveal two hearts before they're broken. And when I held it under the light, I saw the outline of two hearts clinging, and with the postmark on the stamp plus 3 months left church bells ringing. But something told me to look inside. Something told me not, 'cause some things are better left unopened. Some things are best forgot. As for me, I think I'll leave well enough alone. It tore my heart right out when she walked out that door. Could this be my instinct telling me what it's there for? But something told me to look inside. Something told me not, 'cause some things are better left unopened. Some things are best forgot. As for me, I think I'll leave. I think I'll leave. I think I'll leave well enough alone.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Eddie.
Thank you.
Good. Well, I got this idea for this next tune. I was living down on a ranch near Brooksville, and there was the ruins of a turn-of-the-century town. And these people had been through a lot of hard times. That actually all the pioneers. Florida was a pretty wild place back when it was being settled, and people did just about whatever they could. Tried farming in that sand and turpentine stills, and found some phosphate and struck it rich, and then everything dried up along with the towns along these railroad tracks down there. My grandfather was a phosphate miner down in Floral City. So I'll do this for you. This is called Oriole Station. I had a dream about a promised land. Brought 'em all the way from Alabama to the Horn of Plenty in the land of sun. Homesteaders bound to make their run. Daddy dug himself a hard rock grave. To carry on, we had to work like slaves. Taught the children how to stand up and be brave. Say goodbye to a ghost town. The train depot's gonna close down. Last call for the southbound. Roll away, roll away. In 94, the year the big freeze came. 95, we lost it all again. We fought the bosses, fought the wildfire too. And the devil gave her town its due. See the shadow of the black smoke rise. Hear the widows and the children's cries. See the story of a ghost town in their eyes. Say goodbye to a ghost town. Train depot's gonna close down. Last call for the southbound. Roll away, roll away. When you kill some time, take a look round at the streets of the old town. And you listen to the southbound. Roll away, roll away. In 20 years, I guess I've done my time. South Florida and the Western Line. Rode the branches, rode the orange bell too. Did the only thing there was to do. Hear the whistle on the steam pipe moan. Take the southern down to San Antone. 8-wheeler gonna carry me from my home. Say goodbye to a ghost town. The train depot's gonna close down. Last call for the southbound. Roll away, roll away. Roll away, roll away.
Love that
Dennis
song.
Dunn. All right.
Thanks, y'all.
Way to go, Dennis. Good song.
Dennis, that song won an award, didn't it?
Yeah,
Did you get any money out of it?
I won money. It's the best part.
We'll try that one of these days. I'd like to take a minute to thank everybody for coming out. We really appreciate you supporting your local songwriters. And certainly want to invite you to stick around. We're going to do next. So thanks again for coming. I'm going to do a sad song now. But it's pretty new. I wrote this with a good friend of mine, Sandy Kite, not too long ago. And it's called Cold Winter. Weatherman says it's gonna be the warmest winter in history. December gray won't show his face. It's gonna be a sight to see, but not for me. Shoppers race around the town, collecting tokens of the love they share. I just sit at home all alone and find that I don't really care. I don't need a wreath or tree. Since you left, I decorate with memories. Oh, and it's gonna be a cold winter. Sun burns unaware. The snow isn't falling. There's no frost in the air. I'm covered in blankets, but my body lays bare without you here. It's gonna be a cold winter, and I may freeze to death this year. Build a fire and watch the blaze, painting pictures of our yesterdays. Drinking cider, you hold me tighter, leaving kisses I still can taste. But without you, there's no heat in the flame. In its place, only smoke and ash remain. And it's gonna be a cold winter. Sun comes unaware. The snow isn't falling. There's no frost in the air. I'm covered in blankets, but my body lays bare without you here. It's gonna be a cold winter, and I may freeze to death this year. Oh, da 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 da. I'm covered in blankets, and my body lays bare without you here. And it's gonna be a cold winter this year.
Paul Harbin. Way to go, Paul.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This song I wrote because one day I was sitting around the house, well, several weeks I was sitting around the house, and everything broke.
Don't you work?
Yeah, but you know, that breaks me. But the washing machine broke, the dog was broke, everything was broke in the house, and my back had to get surgery, which is broke again, by the way. So I wrote this song. It's called Not Quite Right. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, just missing a piece. Bicycle chain without any grease. Getting a love letter that hadn't been signed. You know how, dog, just going blind. It's like having a car that just won't run. A day at the beach without any sun. Having lots of money that you can't spend. Bad day that won't ever end. It's either coming apart or it's wound too tame. It ain't broke, but it's not quite right. It ain't broke, but it's not quite right. Everything I touch wants to put up a fight. It probably won't work, but you know it might. It ain't broke, but it's not quite right. Like burning a hole in your brand new shirt. Accused of cheating when all you did was flirt. Walking out of the house and then you hear the phone. And it you can't reach when you're all alone. Having nothing but pink when you wanna wear black. And a strong young man with a bad back. It ain't broke, but it's not quite right. Everything I touch wants to put on paint. It probably won't work, but you know it might. It ain't broke, but it's not quite right. It ain't broke, but it's not quite right. Everything I touch, it wants to put out the pain. It probably won't work, but you know it might. It ain't broke, but it's not quite right. It's either coming apart or it's wound too tight. It ain't broke, but it's not quite right.
Right, Pat.
Thank you.
Did you get it all fixed?
No, it's still broke.
Except for you. You got it all fixed, but you're back. Dave.
My guitar broke. No, it just went out of tune. All right, well, I don't know what to follow that with, but we'll just have to try some folk music. That's where I started out. You're unsure of yourself, just go back to your roots.
I thought we would always be together, but somewhere down the line I think I knew some things just don't go on forever, like me and you. Maybe I'm just hanging on to something in the wind, and maybe I just thought you might pass my way again. Maybe it'll be alright farther down the line, and I won't think about you all the time. Sunlight passes quickly through a window. All at once it's outside and it's inside too. But how can two people quickly be such strangers as me and you? Maybe I'm just hanging on to something in the wind. Maybe I just thought that you might pass my way again. Maybe it'll be alright farther down the line, and I won't think about you all the time. Like the rainbow when the rain is over, there's a rose when winter time is through. And someday I know I'll get over me and you. Maybe I'm just hanging on to something in the wind. Maybe I just thought that you might pass my way again. Maybe it'll be alright farther down the line, and I won't think about you all the time. Thank you.
Very nice.
I'm going to do a song now. It's a little novelty song. It's called Redneck. Think so? Here we go.
We don't have any of those in the house. do we?
No, none around here.
I'm wearing a hot collar myself.
If you wanna meet a redneck, mess with my paycheck. If you think you're cute and funny, try messing with my honey. Well, it ain't cool to make us out a fool. Bend the aces in the card deck, see what you might get. You might meet a redneck. Well, I was cashing my hard-earned dollar down at the bank, 'cause after working all week I was ready to party and drink. When this fool with the gun said, son, give your money up, I was on it so fast he offered me cash to let him up. Now if you wanna meet a redneck, mess with my paycheck. If you think you're cute and funny, try messing with my honey. Well, it ain't cool to make us out a fool. Bend the aces in the card deck, see what you might get. You might meet a redneck. Well, about drank 30, we walked into the bar. I said, darling, find a table, left my wallet out in the car. When I walked back in, she had a stranger pinned to the floor. I said, she's letting you up, don't ever try that anymore. Now if you wanna meet a redneck, mess with my paycheck. If you think you're cute and funny, try messing with my honey. Well, it ain't cool to make us out a fool. Bend the aces in the card deck, see what you might get. You might meet a redneck. I met a hard-working card-playing buddy last Saturday night. Everything was cool, but somehow my buddy got in a fight. He claimed the cheater took his last few dollars of last month's rent. We looked closer at his cards and the corners on the aces were bent. Ah, look out if you wanna meet a redneck, mess with my paycheck. If you think you're cute and funny, try messing with my honey. Well, it ain't cool to make us out a fool. Bend the aces in the card deck, see what you might get. You might meet a redneck. Bend the aces in the deck, see what you get. You might meet a redneck.
Thank you.
Mr. Eddie Randolph. Dennis?
All right, I'm gonna do one from my first record, CD, whatever they're called. I got some for sale, a respec there at the board, or I can make a deal for one or two of them. And this is on that record. There's a little song series inspired by Surly Waitresses on there, and this is one of them. It's called Crossing the Line. She's yesterday's news down at Pauline's. You could read her whole life in the service she gave, and every half-hearted refill in a want to be gone, with headlights on her face to burn the interstate and move without a trace, crossing the line, crossing the line. interstate flight in a hot blue sedan, on 40 from Memphis and 25 to Cheyenne. And she's gone without warning, and she's my ticket out, with headlights on her face. We'll burn the interstate and move without a trace, crossing the line, crossing the line, crossing the line. She talks in her sleep, curled up in the back. She talks to some ghost, comes round every night. Now watching the review until she starts to wake, with headlights on her face. We burn the interstate, we move without a trace, crossing the line, crossing the line, crossing the line. Yeah.
Love that.
Thanks. Thanks, Dave.
My last song, I'm going to do one I wrote with Mr. Ron Patrick and another friend of ours from Nashville, Robin Branda. It's called Is What You Answer To. Some people judge you by your past and won't let you forget those things you've risen far above or paid for in regret. They can't phase you if they follow one good gospel truth. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. There was a time I'd turn and listen when somebody called me a fool. With all the crazy things I did, I earned a label or two. Now I'm bigger than their names since I became a better man. I just turned the other cheek now that I understand. Some people judge you by your past and won't let you forget those things you've risen far above or paid for in regret. They can't phase you if you follow one good gospel truth. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Now we may have to live with being pushed down now and then, but brother, our redemption is written in the message that we send. Got an old friend, he's a new man, Lord, he knows more than me. What it's like to struggle to regain your dignity. Now he's got a wife and kids. He's been 10 years on the job. Still sometimes he hears them say, there goes that ex-con. Some people judge you by your past and won't let you forget those things you've risen far above or paid for in regret. They can't feed you if you follow one good gospel truth. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. They can't feed you if you follow one good gospel truth. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. What you answer to.
Hollis, yes.
Thank you.
Pizza.
Yeah, you did. I appreciate that too.
This is called Is It Just Me?
Yes, it is.
There's a distance in your eyes. It's so easy to recognize. It's like you're not even here. You just don't seem to care. Have I done something wrong? 'Cause you've ignored me much too long. Let's get this straight before it's too late. Did you wake up this morning and fall out of love? Or is there someone else you're dreaming of? Would you rather be in a different place? Tell me I'm wrong if that's not the case. Are things not how you think they're supposed to be? Or is it just me? Please don't start to cry before I even know why. We seem to have lost touch. We don't even talk that much. But I can't give you a reason if you need me to save your feelings. Don't tell me we're through. I'm sure there's something we can do. Did you wake up this morning and fall out of love? Or is there someone else you're dreaming of? Would you rather be in a different place? Tell me I'm wrong if that's not the case. Are things not how you think they're supposed to be? Or is it just me? So just take my hand, help me understand. Did you wake up this morning and fall out of love? Or is there someone else you're dreaming of? Would you rather be in a different place? Tell me I'm wrong if that's not the case. Are things not how you think they're supposed to be? Or is it just me? Or is it just me? that just me? Thank you.
Pat Jones.
Well, I played my last song out of tune, so I thought maybe I just did that to put a little variety in the show. But figured I should do this one, a likely story. Figured I should try and do this one as close in tune as I can.
I'm
Because-
supposed to be a musician, and I couldn't even tell. That's not a good thing, is it?
Because I'd like to dedicate this song. This song, which actually was recorded on an album by, if you remember, Don Williams, the Gentle Giant country music back in the heyday in the 70s. And you can still hear that kind of music on Gabby's radio station, 93.3. They play real country music. The old hats and the new hats. Speaking of old hats, Don Williams, boy, he had an old hat. But I was lucky enough to be in his road band for a few years, and while I was touring with him, I played him this song, and he said, "That's a hit, play it again." And those are two things that any songwriter wants to hear from somebody they respect. And I got to play it for him again. And he played it in the studio, recorded it, and it was on a hit album, and paid the rent for a little while. This is called "You've Got a Hold on Me."
Lonely night, and every passing hour makes it harder to fight. I'm still under your power. Got a hold on me that won't let me be. You're not even here. I'm in love with a memory. Another morning alone. I don't even remember how many battles you won, and I can't even surrender. You got a hold on me that won't let me be. You're not even here. I'm in love with a memory. Another day with the blues. Don't know how I'll get through it. I got your memory to lose, and I don't know how to do it. You got a hold on me that won't let me be. You're not even here. I'm in love with a memory. You got a hold on me that won't let me be. You're not even here. I'm in love with a memory.
Thank you.
A hit song. That's what we like to hear. Well, we've had a great time, and I'm going to thank you guys again for coming out, and stick around because Mark Allen Barnett will be up in just a few minutes. We're going to let Eddie do one more, and we're going to join him because we really like his stuff, and he's got a good one coming. But let me introduce these guys again. Mr. Dave Williamson.
Thank you, folks.
Thanks, Dave. Pat Jones. Dennis Dunn. And I'm Paul Harbin. Now, again, I want to thank Ron Patrick, our coordinator. He does such a great job of helping put these kinds of things on and bringing interesting things into Tallahassee. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Gabby, and 93.3 FM. Thank you, the Legion Hall. And Mark Allen Barnett will be up in just a few minutes. Stick around. He also has a little table back there with some of his CDs. So, and I think Dennis has got a few. Feel free to wander back there and partake. Take us home, Eddie.
All right, this is a little novelty tune again. It's called Doghouse. Y'all might be able to relate to that a little bit. I know I can. But here's where it goes. Well, I must have done something that she didn't like. The house is locked up, she turned out the lights. She even turned welcome down on our welcome mat. I guess it means I'm sleeping out back in the doghouse. Out in the doghouse. At least I won't be alone. Mercy, throw us a bone. Move over, I'm coming home. When I built this doghouse, I built it right. I felt your modern decor, old Rover's comfort and mine. It looks teeny weeny, but it's bigger inside. Twice the size of our single wide in the doghouse. Out in the doghouse. At least I won't be alone. Mercy, throw us a bone. Move over, I'm coming home, Pat. Sometimes I think Rover's got it better than me. With new wall-to-wall carpet, central heat and AC, a fridge full of beer, a big screen TV. I'll be watching while I'm soaking in his jacuzzi. In the doghouse. Out in the doghouse. At least I won't be alone. Mercy, throw us a bone. So move over, Rover. I'm coming home to the doghouse. Hey, I don't mind it in the doghouse, but just one night in the doghouse, doing hard times. So move over, Rover. I'm coming over. Move over, Rover. I'm coming over to the doghouse.
All right. Eddie
you.
Randolph.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thanks again. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Stick around. Have a drink.